Welcome to a very special episode of the Lovin Dubai show. Today's guest is Bassem Youssef, the Egyptian satirist, comedian, former heart surgeon, and a man who's been praised as the voice of the region during horrific times.
He takes the stage at Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai on November 16th.
But we are honoured and excited to welcome on the show Bassem. Thank you for your time.
We're honored to have you here, and let's jump right in. So you have a huge show happening at Coca-Cola Arena, and this is not your first time coming to Dubai. What makes this show different? What should fans expect?
Well, last year I did like the same exact tour, and this year actually I'm coming with a whole new hour. And the last year the show was called The Middle Beast, but this time the show is called In the Belly of the Beast. What does it mean to live inside the belly of the beast? As there are people who are like immigrants who live now in Western countries, and now we have to deal with what's happening there. And it's a kind of like more of a diary of what does it mean to be an immigrant in this time and age. And I'm very excited actually to try this, because it's kind of like I'm playing with a new concept, new ideas, and I'm very excited to be back to Dubai.
And what experiences are you drawing from? Because we know that you spent some time living in Dubai, which is actually new to me. So are you drawing from those experiences for the Dubai show?
Well, I lived in Dubai for a good year and a half before I went to the United States. And I don't think there was like a single year that passed by that I didn't actually visit Dubai since then. I'm in Dubai like about 3 or 4 times a year. And so I'm kind of like an honorary citizen in this country. So I do have a lot of experiences, and I'm going to joke about it too there.
Do you have the golden visa yet?
I had it a long time ago.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Fair enough.
I had it before it was even golden. I had it when it was silver, and then it was upgraded. No, I'm just kidding. I had it. I was like,
I don't know. I don't know.
We just have to talk about the Piers Morgan interview that took place in 2023 that went viral for all the right reasons, of course. It was really praised for changing narrative in the Western media and what was happening in Gaza. What does it mean to you personally that you did in fact help change the narrative in a comedic way?
I don't know if I changed the narrative. I mean, people have been very
changing their narrative.
People have been extremely very generous, and I think they give me too much credit that I don't deserve. All I did was just like I went in with like a layman kind of point of view that this is ridiculous. And I think the only way actually to deal with politics and with the media right now, with what we've seen, is not to take them seriously. So I think it was I think the reason it went viral is that people actually felt that they want to say these things to the media that has been lying to us, have been actually we've been under the impression for a very long time that Western media had all of the accountability and all of the professionality, but I think the last 2 years changed our minds and our point of view about whatever Western value that they've been shoving down our throats, telling us that they are superior, and then we follow them. So I think the veil and the mask has kind of fallen, and I have nothing but words. I have no power to change anything. I have no ability to change the reality, but all I can do is to talk about it and to joke about it. That's what I do. And I've said this before. It's like, yes, I'm a clown, and I'm an overpaid clown. And when people say like you're a clown, you're a gesture, like I take this with pride. At least I make people laugh. It is your problem that you're taking this word too seriously.
True.
I think you're being too humble in fact of that interview reached so many people, and it did actually change so many perceptions. And I know you've probably discussed a million times before, but just in terms of like before you went into that interview, what you did was kind of a bold approach, right? And I just wonder, like, who were you bouncing those ideas off? Like, was it friends and family, and was anyone like?
No, nobody knew what. Actually, my agent like was trying to call me to talk me out of it, because like you're gonna ruin your career in the United States. My wife, who's half Palestinian, begged me not to go because it's like we're running out of countries, and I really like it. I didn't like I went in. This was like a gamble from so many levels. This could have gone in either directions, and I took, but like it was, and I say this many times, when they approached me like they asked me twice to go on the show, and I said no because I was scared. I didn't know what to do, because you understand that the propaganda at the time and the lies that were spreading in the media at the time was so horrible that I said, like, what I'm gonna say? You cannot defend this version of the story that bit by bit started to fall apart. But oh, you guys lost your green
We're
screen.
still here. We're still here.
It's
Yeah,
nighttime.
yeah. So yeah, so I don't I like so it was a very, very tough time, like, to go on, because you know, how can you defend whatever is happening, or whatever the propaganda talking points? So I said, like, you know, I'm not gonna go in and try to talk facts, because those people are experts about deviating and altering the facts and reality. So I'm just gonna go in with a satirical approach, and just like tear them apart and tear their talking points, without actually trying to go into what happened and what not, because this is kind of an endless void that you can't win.
With that being said, did you receive any backlash? I'm sure you did, but did you receive backlash or behind the scenes pressure maybe to change your views or to change your outspoken behavior or to go silent?
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not a secret. I lost a lot of roles in Hollywood, whether in TV or movies. I had many of my shows being canceled on me. Actually, I talk about that on the show. I have actually like one story about one of my live shows was canceled, and it is hilarious because of how it was canceled and who canceled it. But you have to come to the show to know.
But you name names.
No, no, no. I will. Of course, I will name names, but it's you know, I actually I try to. There's a lot of good and bad that comes with exposures like this. Of course,
Mm.
there's. I think the biggest reward is the people appreciation, the love that I really don't that deserve that much. I'm very blessed. But the bad things that happen, the cancellation, the career hiccups, I try to take this and make them into funny stories. And actually, I talk about these things and I make people laugh with me about how ridiculous it is. Yes, so I kind of, like, you know, I lost a show or I lost a role, but I turned it into like a 10-minute segment into my material. So win-win, you know. It's
So,
not all is lost.
so would you consider it maybe a setback or would you feel more powerful because of that? That you had so much power in your voice?
I like that millennial expression. You feel powerful. There's so much power in your voice. You know, you see, like, you know, Gen Xers like us have a much more, you know, dystopian look and pessimistic look to the world. You guys still have like that kind of fire, that love. It's like, yes, you feel empowered. Do you feel, you know, I feel on the verge of cancellation any moment of the day. That's how I
Oh
feel.
no.
But does like if when you say you feel like you're on the verge of cancellation, does criticism roll off your back, or can you sleep at night?
Oh no, I'm used to that for 15 years, you know, and you know, when with great exposure comes great pushbacks. You know, it's not all fun and games, and it's also not bad. So I enjoy the, you know, again, the love and appreciation from people. But the problem is that when you have a certain point of view, a lot of people, for whatever reason, they don't want that kind of headache,
Mm.
or they oppose it, so they want to cancel you, or they wonder if that will have like consequences that will harm their interest in somehow. How so? I mean, I have a very long history of being cancelled everywhere. I
Oh,
think, yeah. So like, since I was, you know, before even I went to the United States, I had my show canceled a couple of times, and I was, you know, I even went to, like, I was interrogated for my shows, and I talk about that in my last show, but. This time, the cancellation danger is much more global. Like wherever you go, Australia, Europe, even America, you have always like people trying to cancel the show, people trying to kind of do it. But you know, they see the people coming in and they show up on the show. So I think the only power that I rely on is the people coming in and actually showing the solidarity and the support, which I really appreciate. And I hope really to fill the arena when I come to Dubai. I did the Ittihad Arena last year, and it was an incredible experience. And I hope we do it again this time.
and with talk shows like the Piers Morgan Uncensored, do you feel like maybe some of those shows are practicing performative activism, where they're bringing advocates of Palestine, such as yourself, Ahmed Ad-Din, mainly for views and not maybe for the cause itself?
Well, I said that straight up to Piers Morgan in his face. I said that you guys are the real Iron Dome of Israel. I think that you guys are actually by just like buying time and giving a cover, kind of exhausting us into all of these side useless discussions, giving cover to them on the ground to do whatever they want, and in the same time, just giving us the illusion of inclusion and democracy, and they call it respectability politics, and this is the stuff that, like, the facade that they put on their face as they're committing the most horrible thing is like, yes, we have free speech, you can talk whatever I want, as I'm giving them cover to continue to do what they want. So and the reason, and so someone who says, oh, why do you continue going up? Because what else should we do? I mean, at least we're at least we can scream. But I don't think they are sincere, and I don't think they are honest about what they do. I think for them it is just like to be relevant and to be, it's a circus, and unfortunately I play part of that circus too. But at least it's an outlet that you can speak about. But I don't think that they have the best interest of those people in their hearts.
Good point. We are running out of time, unfortunately. We're going to need to cut this interview short. But before you leave us, we know that you're returning to Egyptian TV, which is super exciting.
It is really an interview like that. Seriously, it's not like a return or anything. I mean, it's a remote interview. That it's going to be a much more extensive interview, of course. But it's a lot of the problem is, again, so much expectations. and
We're excited for it after 11 years.
I try to tell people, guys, it's just lower your expectations. Just like it's an interview. Just like I'm gonna be talking, is like I'm talking to you right now. So, but with better camera qualities on my end.
Well, the follow-up and maybe some better technicals, hopefully, on the other side too. The follow-up question was going to be, well, if you're returning to TV, would you ever consider a career in politics?
Oh, never. Oh, no. No, that's terrible. Like, being a politician, that's the worst thing ever. No, I'd rather sit on my chair and just make fun of them.
Oh.
Well, you're certainly making people happy. Bassem, Youssef, thank you so much for your time. Guys, Coca-Cola Arena, he's coming in November. Get your tickets. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you at the live show for sure. Big fans. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.